Welcome back to Flannel Hill Farm. It is, I believe it's the 19th today. Oh, we have a monkey. I'm trying a new high ponytail, try to keep it off my neck. It's about 100 degrees out here, so it's really hot. I am bringing you guys along to plant some sweet potato slips I just got and do what of the watering we can by ourselves. I think I'm going to need Big K's assistance, but we kind of have a system. We figured out a system to actually one on each end of the hose, and we can flip it over a bed and then take the other side and flip it again. I will try to get you guys set up so you can see how we're doing it. All right, I just went over and turned the hose on, so the soaker hose is going. We need about 20 minutes-ish per bed, well, per 2 beds, because I'm succession planting, so the beds are only about half full. So we have our tools. We have the poor looking sweet potato slips. I will pull one out and show you what a sweet potato slip looks like. It's just roots and leaves basically, and then you just put it in the ground. I'll talk more about that later. I have my Roo trowel. So I showed you that cool apron that kind of has that kangaroo pouch thing. This is their trowel. And water, because it's hot. It's very hot. Luckily, some of what we're gonna do will be in the shade, so we'll see what happens here. We'll have to bring all of our stuff, which is still learning how to actually grab everything. Oh, and I should have brought the stuff. Oh, sorry about that. I should have brought the stuff that I had for the compost pile. Darn it. So if I look into the sun, you guys won't get blinded. Okay. Alright, let's figure this out. I keep coming out here and thinking that I'm gonna see something, and it hasn't been planted long enough to see anything, so I just gotta chill. Okay, so what we're gonna do, now if I plant, you're gonna be able to see if I did this though. Whoa, too much. Alright, so, sweet potato slip. Let's see if we can do this. The weeding on these beds should get better the way that I'm doing it. So, we want to give plenty of room to each slip so that it has plenty of room to grow sweet potatoes. And let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is one slip. So you have a root end, and then you have your leaves, and you only need about 2 or 3 leaves per slip. Now, you're looking at me going, Brittany, that looks sad. It's going to. It was shipped from Texas. So, we are going to dig a hole. Put our slip in. put our dirt back. And let her go to town. Can you see her sitting there? So now I'm gonna try to give a little bit of space. What do you think? Like a foot or foot and a half-ish? I mean, it can expand out into the walkways. That's not a problem. So some of these already have, see, this is a good sign. Some of them already have tubers on them. So that's a good sign. Kelani, Benoit? Benton? KK? Benoit? Okay, there's another one. 2 down. Lots more to go. Oof, is it hot. Maybe if we lay these out, then I can see how many we have. Another one with a little tuber on it. I think I can actually spread these out a little bit more than I am. So we're gonna do that and hopefully get more. I don't actually know how many tubers you can get off of one sweet potato slip. Guess I should probably look into that. Because I may have just planted like, this might be planting 3 years worth of sweet potatoes. Although if you cure them right and you keep them in a root cellar, they'll survive 6 months. So that's not so bad. So I do have Instagram. So if you want to see a little updates there, I take like pictures, anything that is worth a still, but not worth your time on a video is basically what goes on Instagram. A lot happens on Instagram with the dogs and them being goofballs and stuff like that. So if that's something you're interested in, same thing, just Flannel Hill Farm on Instagram, and you should be able to find me. All right. This one's got quite the tuber on it. Gotta be careful with that one, because if that one survives, that'll be nice. Rocks. I rock picked. You guys saw me rock pick for so long. Still rock picking. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy how much rock picking happens. If any of you live on a farm or out in the country, do you rock pick as much as I do, or is this just maybe it's a Southwest Missouri thing, if anybody else lives in Southwest Missouri? Do you rock pick as much as I do? This is crazy. And I don't even do all the rock picking. Big K does rock picking, and you guys don't even see it. On the positive side, I think we've gotten Big K to open up more to the idea of chickens and getting chickens quicker. So that's positive news. What is not is us trying to get fencing in. Well, hello, sir. No, 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 off. Good, good. Trying to keep him in the walkways and not on the beds, which is trouble. That's difficult. No, 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 no. You stay. You stay. Good dog. That's a good boy. Hi, what were you doing? Alright, that one's done. I don't know if that one's gonna do any good, but we'll see. Monkey, no. Good boy. I'm actually really pleased with my water supply. I don't know if you guys can see how quickly that is doing its job. But these will need, so these we need to get watered and watered lots and watered every day, because like with any other plant, you want it to establish a good root system. Difference is, these are potatoes, so you actually want the root. So we need good roots equals good tubers equals good potatoes. Wow. Yeah. I think that's a little much in the water. Not much I can do about it. Not much I can do about it right now. So, oof. This heat, man. The headaches are real in this heat. But it's a trade-off. Can you see him over there? He's such a goofball. So I did these beds like this because it makes it very easy and works better with lots of seeds, growing space, and such to make beds like this. And I'm going for not having to till anymore, because tilling can actually break the soil structure, and that is what causes you people, farmers, what have you, to have to fertilize more often. So by not tilling means that I'm not inadvertently killing, breaking up worms. I'm not having to fertilize, which is a little less stress off of my shoulders. Also, I think it's just an all-around like healthier option in the sense of generic, conventional, man-made, bought fertilizers. I would much rather just have chickens, make compost, and then what you can do, or what I will probably do, and you guys will probably see, is just covering so we'll cover these beds in whenever my growing season ends. We will cover these beds in compost, hopefully. Each bed will get a layer of compost, and then we'll cover them for the winter so that the soil can rest, nothing gets into the soil, and we have good soil structure and everything come next spring. So the idea is you cover it and let it heal itself, let it just chill and relax over the winter with compost on it that kind of sinks its way in and works its way into the soil. And then that next year, you just uncover it from the tarp, and worms were able to stay because it was warm enough. Glass in my garden bed. I know. All the moms out there, when I was a kid, you should be wearing gloves, Brittany. I got it. I hate gloves. Hate them. I think it's because I can't feel what I'm grabbing. That's why I don't like fake fingernails. That's why my fingernails get, well, that's part of the reason my fingernails get bitten down, because I hate not being able to actually like physically feel what I'm grabbing. Drives me nuts. Having gloves on and things slipping out of my hands, just, ugh. All right, I think we're gonna be okay. I was worried when I was putting these out that we were gonna have a lot of them, and we do have a lot of them. I'm actually really pleased with the number that I got. We have a lot of them, and I was kind of worried that it would be too much for my soaker hose. Benoit! Ben 10! He'll listen to me, maybe later. Oh, the headache is real. So with some of these, I don't know if you can see this, You can see maybe that there's roots kind of all along here. So what I'm doing is I'm actually laying it in kind of sideways. Let me see if I can get you tipped to where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm tipping it sideways like this, and then only covering it to where I can get the leaves to stick up. Like so. So you can see the little leaf here. Like this one was really big, just the leaf is sticking up. So, because that will keep growing, and each one of those roots hopefully turns into a sweet potato. Or multiple sweet potatoes. We do have to do that research. How many sweet potatoes can you get from one sweet potato slip? I would imagine that it would be quite a few. I mean, potatoes generally grow lots. I don't know why sweet potatoes would be any different. I mean, I guess they are two different things, but kind of the same idea. So hopefully. Golf ball. Okay. So I gotta shut that water off or move it. Try to move it myself. That won't be fun. I think I need a longer trench. See, it's trying right here to put roots out. So we're gonna need a longer trench on this one. This is the last one. Let's see how this one does. Put it that way. Let's see what happens. I'm really pulling for this last one. All right, so now, so here's the problem. You're probably sitting there going, Brittany, what's the big deal? You're just putting a soaker hose on. Here's the problem. The on and off for the hose. It's all the way up by the trailer, by the motorhome. So I kind of want to keep them in, keep it on, and move it, which causes a problem when it's on, you want to move it, and it's been so dry that the structure of your mounds is very, very, very fragile. So here, I can show you. This is a clump of dirt. It's just dry. So I have to try maybe, oh, the dogs are getting excited. Hopefully that means Big K is out here. And it does. Okay. That's a good sign.
Hey, you want to start watering?
I am. Are you willing to help me move a hose?
Yeah.
Okay. Right now. This is just the soil that they put with them. I'm not going to let it go to waste. I'm just going to put it down here and hope that it nourishes somehow, and if it doesn't, maybe it will in a different crop. Okay, so we're gonna have to go one straight line down this bed.
All right.
Or kind of. I think I'll move it so that it kind of zigzags, but I need to put this somewhere to try and show how we do this and not get it wet. We're in the middle of a video if you care. So, all right, are you ready for this?
Oh, are we doing the crossover thing right now?
Well, no, I need to go all one.
Oh.
So we're gonna move that to this bed, and then I'm gonna have to come back and get that and go down. Do you see where it ends? It's way down there. I got a lot of slips.
Can I make a suggestion?
What?
I hand you this end, you go down there, or just go like that.
Okay. Because that got really wet in there.
Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm new. Oh, that didn't work so well. That was a dumb idea on my part.
I'm just
Sorry.
gonna get wet.
What can I do to help?
Grab that end
Yes, dude.
and be ready.
Yes, sir. You need to create more tension. Yeah. And then pull me into the garden. That'd be great. Alright. I'd fix that, but YouTube doesn't need to see my backside.
Fix what?
It's crooked.
Oh, alright.
Alright, do you need me for anything?
In 20 minutes to move this again.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Alright. So that is how watering goes.
5 things we do to stay wet.
So,
Bentley.
that's about it. That'll be what we do. So you didn't get to see the simplified watering version we came up with, but now we will just, I don't know if you're seeing this. This is what I've been doing. I've been trying to hold the tripod and grab the trowel, put it in this box that we got the slips out of, and then bend down and grab the water. And I am totally that 4-year-old that drops the balls out of the cup. Okay. Seriously, KK, with the golf ball. Hey, did you bring that melon out to put in the compost?
I did not. I can go retrieve it.
I can do it. All right. Trowel going back in the brown shed. Box will go with me to go in the trash. And drink break. It's a disaster.
Compost pile.
It is a small pile. So I switched it. Row K has sweet potatoes in it.
Okay.
It was going to be lettuce. It is now sweet potatoes because it was the next in line. Otherwise we would have had to go over like 8 beds or something.
Well, and can't really grow lettuce for another month.
I don't know. You gonna throw that ball? How dumb. So.
Stupid dog. Dummy, it's over there. Come here. Get over here. Come on.
So, Big K just threw the tennis ball, and KK went that way, and he threw it that way. So, and now Bentley's gonna be able to figure it out. This so that is sweet potato slips. Like I said, you want to make sure that you water them really, really well. to get the root system going, which is all you're really relying on when it comes to sweet potatoes and potatoes. I guess you want greenery leaves to help create those roots and those tubers, but you really, really, really just want tubers. So, I don't know. It's kind of all I have. It is very hot down here. It's in the hundreds. We have lots of stuff that we can be doing in town and around, but I don't know. Gas down here is, well, it was a couple days ago $3.99, so that's positive. I was told that back up in Minnesota it was like $4.59 or something absurd, so I'm happy about that. I am not a well-versed Missouri resident yet. I don't really know why. I do believe that our gas tax is lower, but based on this state and how the officials react, their reaction time to how the people are thinking is fairly quick. And I know that they upped their gas tax. What's up?
YouTube's gonna get to see you double the size of your compost.
You need to be a little nicer, okay? I don't know if you could hear him, but he said this is a cantaloupe. Well, it was a cantaloupe. He said that YouTube is going to see me double the size of my compost pile. This is my compost pile. It's not a bad compost pile for somebody that doesn't have chickens. Because I would give this to the chickens. I would give it to the chickens. So, should probably mix that now. I said I should probably mix that now. Yes. This is what I'm dealing with. Anyways, the rate in which they react to how the people around Missouri are feeling is fairly quick. So they upped the gas tax a couple years, was it last year? It's gonna go up until like the year 2025 by 2.5 cents a year. And I guess so many people did not like that idea that the governor actually would not sign the bill to up it until they had provisions in there that the people could actually file for, I guess they call it a refund on the taxes that they would have paid, the new gas tax. So if you don't like the gas tax and you're a resident of Missouri, you can apparently keep your receipts from your vehicles that you drive on highways.
That sounded bad. You okay?
Yup. We're just gonna act like that didn't happen. So if you live in Missouri, your vehicles that you use on the highway, you keep the receipts. You can file it with the Department of Revenue, I think. And you can get a refund on the gas tax that they, so per gallon, this year you would get 2.5 cents back. And next year it'll be 5 cents. And the year after that it'll be 7 something. Yes?
I need a flat shovel.
What kind of flat shovel? The only
With a flat edge.
This is the only one we got, and you don't like this one.
Well, it's better than the sharp pointy one I'm using. Thank you, ma'am. Out.
So
So you know I like it even less now.
I don't know why our gas is so cheap. I haven't looked, but these beds are actually still a little damp. That's crazy. It was in the sun all day. Hasn't had water yet today. And is still moist. That's crazy. Alright. I am not going to take up any more of your time. When it came to everything that happened today, I haven't done much. I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably the longest I've been outside all day at one shot. Big K has been out moving rock a lot today, and I just haven't been with it. I spent most of the day horizontal in bed, not really sleeping, but just not, and I'm not sickly, but just fatigued. I think it's the heat. There's a lot of people down here complaining about the same symptoms. I think it's just the heat. It's just one of those things, if you overdo it, you're gonna be out for a couple days. And so I just try to do enough that I can get what I need to get done the next day done, you know. But yeah, just I think everybody's just done. So, on your way back down the hill, if you would like to throw a golf ball for this dodo bird dog here, you can do that. I do have a beagle, so I don't need you to find a beagle. And if you would like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the little bell notification thing. And if you want to follow me on Instagram and get those little updates, just Flannel Hill Farm on Instagram. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night.